Yo, what's up guys? Welcome to my first video. My name is Khauf. On this channel I'm gonna update y'all about market conditions, macro charts, lower time frame charts, everything you gotta know about market conditions and crypto in general. Yeah, I'm gonna try to update y'all as much as possible. I'm gonna make as much videos as I can. Of course, it's not my job or anything, so it's not my priority right now, but yeah, I'm gonna keep y'all updated as much as possible. I'm also a TA mod in a Discord mod. I help people with market conditions, finding their way in the market, trying to help them if they have a difficult time finding routine or finding like entry points on anything actually. So yeah, that's me, and I hope you all enjoyed the video. Let's hop on to the charts. The first chart I'm showing y'all now is the Ethereum chart. ETH, one of my favorites. I do think it's a shitcoin, but because ETH has high intensity, it's like nice to trade. Yeah. As you can see, now I'm showing y'all the weekly chart for ETH. ETH is pumping, finally. It actually has been pumping for a while. If you look at the time frame, we have been pumping for 120 days. That's like 4 months of going up. Of course, we had that consolidation phase, somewhere mid pump, but that's everywhere. And pumping, you gotta retrace a little bit, or the chart is just really unhealthy. But yeah, now we are pumping, and we finally broke the 4K level. I'm glad we did, because the 4K level has been very strong resistance for a while now. Even since last bear market, you can see bear market. Holy shit! I meant bull market. You can see it's a really strong, strong resistance point. And we gonna close above this level, I'm pretty sure, so I'm not worried. We're gonna reject this level again. On the other hand, we do have a bearish diff forming. For y'all wondering what is a diff? Diff is, how do I explain it? I'm gonna show y'all the model right here on the screen. A bearish divergence, what is it? It's like when the price goes higher, the real strength index, like the actual strength of the coin, goes down. You got strength making lower highs and price making higher highs. Of course, you can invalidate a diff. I do believe we're gonna invalidate this weekly diff. It is a strong diff because it's on the weekly time frame, but you know, I don't believe it will reject here again. It's actually a good month. August is like the month for pump after a halving, so yeah, I do believe we're gonna top out in September. Why am I saying September? I'm gonna show y'all. Here I'm using the M2 indicator, the global index indicator. For anybody wondering what is the M2 indicator, I'm gonna go over that in depth in another video where I explain all my indicators, how I use them, why I use them, etc. But as you can see, the indicator is showing we're gonna top out in September, like mid-September. It's making new lower highs, which means there is a big chance this thing gonna keep dropping into Q4, where we could have some pumps again. Could this still go higher and reject this level of going down? Yes, it could, but I don't see that happening really. If you drop lower on the time frame for ETH on the 4 hour, you can see ETH just front run that this 4.336 level, and now is going back. Like, it had to cool off, of course, it had a really hard pump, but it's keeping well above these POC clusters, so I'm happy it doesn't break down. So I think we're ready for a bullish week next week, especially for ETH. Y'all might be wondering what is a POC. I use POCs to trade. It's like the point of control. It shows where the most volume is traded. So It's like an easy indicator to shows where price gonna reject most of the times. Now I'm going over Bitcoin for y'all. Bitcoin is almost topping out. Almost, I mean, like in the coming month. I think it will top out at around 135 to 150 level. How do I get those levels? I use once again my Fibonacci tools. Yeah, looking at my Fibonacci tool, we have the first level at 135 and goes way higher. I have other tools on the Fibonacci which shows me 150 is also a very good zone. I'm not gonna show you right now, but you gotta trust me on that one. And after that, I believe Bitcoin will go to 55 to 60k again. Why? It's at the GP golden pocket for Bitcoin and on the 200 MA. You might think, whoa, that is low, but if you look at the logarithmic chart for the Bitcoin liquidity index, it actually shows you it's not that deep for Bitcoin. 50k for Bitcoin is not that deep. Especially if you look at S&P 500, the SPX chart, you can see it always, not always, but most of the times goes down and touches the 200 MA again on the higher time frames. As you can see on the RSI for Bitcoin, we still have a long way till it's topped out. What is the RSI? Again, it's a strength index, you can see it here below. This is my first POI, like I told you before, where I look for tops. And I still believe we will hit this in August, because it's yeah, the most bullish month in my opinion for altcoins after a halving. Now I'm gonna go over altcoins. The first chart I'm gonna show y'all, it's the others chart. It's like excluding the top 10 coins. It's one of my favorites. It's not, I don't look at the others chart for any coins in specific, but it's like a good way to mark general market conditions for this market. If you look at the daily for the others, you can see how we create a deep low, and after that a new high, a higher high, and we got lower again, but breaking that previous high confirmed this was a higher low, so the structure has turned bullish again. So yeah, that's good. I'm targeting 620 on the FIP pool again, like 620, 630, around that level is like the zone for me to top out. Another important chart for altcoins is the Bitcoin dominance. It's broke down resistance finally, so we could look into some strength of altcoins, but first Bitcoin you can see is pumping harder than altcoins and Ethereum, probably because of the big bullish diff on the daily for Bitcoin. Probably we'll have some reaction on that into Monday, Tuesday, but the rest of the week should be bullish for ETH and alts again. Why? Look at this ETH BTC chart. It also has a bearish diff, which aligns with the bullish diff on BTC dominance. So I think we will reject a little bit lower into this big level at 0.03280 and then go higher again. ETH is still showing big dominance against altcoins. Why is that? It's because of the total 3 dash ETH chart. You can see we're almost at the bottom. My bottom was exactly 183.50 and we're almost there. I do think we will see big legs on this chart next week, so that means altcoins should have a hard rally soon. But of course we need Bitcoin to surge higher, we need Ethereum to go to all-time highs, otherwise alts won't follow. Another interesting chart is the USDT dominance. It's like in this chart you can see people getting into USDT. When USDT is rising, it means people are selling their bags for USDT to get into stables again. When this thing is dropping, it means people are buying coins. So at the moment we're dropping, we're almost creating a new lower low, so that would be awesome for altcoins. So altcoins I assume are gonna make me bank a lot. The 4 coins I'm positioned in right now is Propis, Rio, CPOOL, and 0x0. All the 4 coins are RWA coins. Real world asset is the narrative of this cycle, of the coming cycle, in my opinion. It's not really my opinion, it's what it is what I see, it is what I get out of charting, out of information. It's like RWA is definitely gonna be the #1 runner. So I'm positioned really well in those 4 coins right now. My biggest coin, my favorite coin is CPOOL at the moment. It had a really good run yesterday for a Saturday. You can see we broke all the clusters of POCs and we just straight up ripped. We got 4-hour diff confirmation though, so that's why we got lower. But as long as we can hold this 0.16 zone, we not gonna go lower than that. So for anybody wanting, if anyone wants to enter a CPOOL, a good buy opportunity is at 0.16. But yeah, it's a really strong coin. All-time high is like 5.5, I believe. I think we will double the all-time high, so $10. It's really optimistic, but you know, you can always aim high. But I will sell on bearish confirmations though, so I will keep you all updated about that one. And the rest, the other coins are just ranging right now, mostly because they're lower market cap, so they are still waiting for inflow. I like mid caps the most for my holdings because they are mostly the big runners of every cycle. I believe that was everything for you guys. ETH is at 4.2 right now, really good. We're gonna see all-time highs anytime soon. I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you all learned something. Leave some tips below about the channel or what I should add to the channel. Yeah, for now, thank you guys for tuning in and see you in the next one.